Hi, I'm back. We're going to jump to part 9, 10, and 11 because these are fairly simple to explain. And I'm also going to email you when I send out the first video. I'll email you the actual form, the 25-point form, so that you can relate the videos to the form. So number 9 on that list is the real property report. We all know what the real property report is. We know how to explain that, so that's really simple. Number 10 is local improvement assessment. I assume you know what this is, but best not to assume anything. On the property tax, when you pull up the property tax information, I haven't looked at the new Pillar 9, but there should be a spot on there for a local improvement assessment. And that's a lot like an example would be lane paving. And that's on the title for somewhere between 5 and 10 years. There's a certain amount each year taken out for that improvement, and it will drop off after it's paid for. So it's easy to call the city and ask them if there's a local improvement assessment. If it's not identified on the new Pillar 9, the glorious, most wonderful tool, Pillar 9, you can call the city and ask if there's any local improvement assessments. And that will just impress the client too, that you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about. Where you can say, hey, I researched this, and this lane paving payment will be coming off in 3 years. So you'll have the benefit of a paved lane, only having to pay for it for 3 years. Number 11, and this always gets me, I chuckle because it happened just today. One of our young sales associates, when we were going through the form, I showed it to him, and he goes, what's this PI and PIT? PIT? And I had to chuckle because I was surprised. I said, I thought everybody knew that. How do you want your mortgage payments to come? Let's start over. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, how do you want to pay your property taxes? There's a method where you can pay your property taxes monthly, either through the bank or through the TIP program at the City of Lethbridge. That way, a little piece comes out every month and your taxes are paid for the year. Some people like that budgeting aspect of it, so that come June 30th, they don't have to come up with the whole tax dollar bill in one lump sum payment. So you can discuss this with your mortgage professional and with yourselves and decide what's the best way for you to budget. Especially first-time home buyers, it's strongly encouraged that you put it in with your mortgage payment. Also, you need to know if you are buying a house that's in the TIP program, you'll be buying that tax account from them. So if there's an extra come adjustment date when you get the house, completion date, adjustment date, usually are the same thing. When you buy that house, there might be extra money in that account because they've overpaid their taxes, because the city always takes more money than they need, not less money than they need. You'll be buying that becomes your money. If you decide you don't want to pay it monthly through the city, you can close that account and get your money back. But the city doesn't like to cut checks, so you're probably best just carrying on with the TIP program. That was item 11. So carry on, go sell a house, be happy.